Welcome to Danish-InfoNewsTV with the latest on the Greenland crisis. January 10th, former US general urges NATO action as Greenland crisis escalates. This is Danish English latest developments in the Greenland crisis, including Trump's easy way or hard way statement, the implications for NATO, Denmark's role as a key ally, and a former US general's call for immediate NATO deployment to Greenland. We look at the international response, the implications for NATO, and why Denmark is being highlighted as an exemplary ally at the center of this growing geopolitical confrontation. Former US general urges NATO deployment as Greenland crisis deepens. A former top US general is now urging Denmark to respond to rising tensions over Greenland by moving quickly and visibly together with NATO allies. Ben Hodges, the former commanding general of US forces in Europe, says Denmark should immediately coordinate with several NATO countries to deploy troops, aircraft, and naval vessels to Greenland. Speaking to the Danish newspaper Berlingske, Hodges urged that a stronger NATO presence in the Arctic would ease American security concerns and reduce the risk of unilateral action. Hodges also pushed back against claims that Denmark has been a weak ally. He called it embarrassing when US leaders suggest Denmark has not contributed enough, pointing to Danish combat losses in Afghanistan as a proof of long-standing commitment to the alliance. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has echoed the call for a stronger NATO role in the Arctic, signaling growing European concern over the direction of the crisis. These statements come amid escalating rhetoric from US President Donald Trump, who has said that the United States will act on Greenland the easy way or the hard way, regardless of whether Greenland or Denmark agrees. At a recent press conference, Trump argued that US ownership of Greenland is necessary to prevent Russia or China from gaining influence in the Arctic. He dismissed security agreements and long-term agreements, insisting that only ownership guarantees defense. While saying, "I'm a fan of Denmark," Trump questioned Denmark's claim to Greenland and said NATO must accept US action to prevent what he described as an imminent strategic threat. Trump's remarks have triggered sharp warnings from within the American foreign policy establishment. Former US diplomats, including ex-NATO ambassadors and White House national security advisors, have issued an open letter calling the threat strategically reckless. They warn that coercion against an ally risks damaging the 76-year-old NATO alliance and could push Denmark, one of America's strongest supporters in Europe, away from the United States. Denmark has responded by emphasizing cooperation, not confrontation. The Danish government has announced plans to invest nearly $14 billion in Arctic defense, including F-35 fighter jets, advanced radar systems, drones, ice-capable naval vessels, and a permanent military presence in Greenland. Several of these measures directly addresses the security concerns raised by Washington. In Greenland, the crisis is having a tangible impact. Political leaders are seeking a stronger voice in talks with the United States, while ordinary Greenlanders describe fear and uncertainty as international attention intensifies. The surge in Greenlandic flag sales and UNICEF warnings about the mental well-being of children highlight how deeply the geopolitical standoff is affecting daily life. Taken together, the developments point to a widening rift between rhetoric and reality. While Trump frames the situation as a choice between the easy way or the hard way, critics argue that Denmark's long record of military cooperation, sacrifice, and new investments make it an exemplary ally, one whose partnership could help stabilize the Arctic rather than destabilize it. As calls grow for a stronger NATO role in Greenland, the coming weeks may determine whether the crisis moves toward collective security or deeper confrontation. This is Danish-InfoNewsTV, delivering clear, independent coverage of the issues shaping Denmark, Greenland, and global security. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest updates. Thank you for watching and stay informed.